Welcome again, my dear STEM students. Today we will continue our discussion about units. We have already discussed several examples on how units can be converted within one system. Now, we will proceed with converting from one system to another. Units can be converted from metric to English and from English to metric. Let us talk about unit conversion from metric to English system first. The table shown here will be used for our conversion from metric to English. Based on this, 1 centimeter is equal to 0.394 inches. 1 meter is either equal to 39.4 inches, 3.28 feet, or 1.09 yard. 1 kilometer is equal to 0.621 miles, and 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. 1 liter is either equal to 0.264 gallons or 1.06 quarts. Let me remind you that you should familiarize yourself with this table. Just like in the first part of our discussion of units, we are going to have 3 examples for this conversion method. Example number 1, convert 21 centimeters to feet. We have the conversion factors. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters, and 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. Why are there 2 conversion factors? Because if we go back to the table, notice that there is no conversion factor which directly converts from cm to feet. In cases like this, you must look for 2 appropriate conversion factors. I chose 1 centimeter is equal to 1 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters because I saw in the table that meter can be converted to feet. 1 meter is equal to 3.28 meters, 3.28 feet. Now let's go back to example number 1. For our solution, we will write 21 centimeters. Beside that, we will write the first conversion factors which must cancel the unit centimeter. That conversion factor is 1 times 10 raised to negative 2 meters over 1 centimeter. Now that the unit cm is cancelled, the next unit which needs to be cancelled is the meter. That causes us to write the second conversion factor as 3.28 feet over 1 meter. Using your calculation, now we can cancel the meters, and then using your calculator, we would get the answer 0.69 foot or feet. Now let's have example number 2, convert 21 kph to mph. Remember that kph stands for kilometer per hour, and mph stands for miles per hour. Our conversion factor will be 1 kilometer is equal to 0.621 mile. Why do we only have one conversion factor when our units already involve time? As you can see, both of the units of time in the metric and the English is hours, so no need to convert that. Since we have a direct conversion from kilometer to miles, we only need one conversion factor for the length or the distance. Let us write the given as 21 kilometer over 1 hour. Beside that, we will write the conversion factor which will be written as 0.621 mile over 1 kilometer. The unit hour remains the denominator since we do not need to convert it. Now, we can cancel the kilometer, and using our calculators, we will get the answer 13 mph or 13 miles per hour. Now let's have example number 3. We have to convert 21 meters per second to 21 meters per second squared to feet per second squared. Again, we just have one conversion factor for distance because our units for time are both in seconds. So we have the conversion factor 1 meter is equal to 3.28 feet. We will write our given as 21 meters over 1 second squared. Then beside that, we will write the conversion factor 3.28 feet over 1 meter. We write it like that so that we can cancel the unit meter. And then we will retain the unit second squared. Using the calculator, we will get the answer 69 feet per second squared. We are done with converting units from metric to English. This time, we will convert from English to metric. The table shown here will be our guide in this conversion method. Here, 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters, 1 foot is equal to 30.5 centimeters, 1 yard is equal to 91.4 centimeters, 1 mile is either equal to 1,610 meters or 1.61 kilometers. 1 pound is either equal to 454 grams or 0.45 kilograms. 1 gallon is equal to 3.79 liters and 1 quart is equal to 0.946 liter. For our example number 1, our task is to convert 21 miles to millimeter. We have two conversion factors. 1 mile is equal to 1,610 meters and 1 millimeter is equal to 1 times 10 raised to negative 3 meters. Why are there two conversion factors? Because if we go back to the table, notice that there is no conversion factor which directly converts from miles to millimeter. Instead, we have a conversion factor that converts miles to meter, and we know that meter can be converted to millimeter. Specifically, 1 millimeter is equal to 1 times 10 raised to negative 3 meter, since the Greek prefix milli is equivalent to 10 raised to negative 3. Now, how do we write our given? Our given will be 21 miles, and then beside that, we will write the conversion factor so that the mile unit will be cancelled. So our conversion factor will be 1,610 meters over 1 mile. And then our next task is to be able to cancel the unit meter. So the second conversion factor will be written as 1 millimeter is equal to, 1 millimeter is over 1 times 10 raised to negative 3 meters. In that way, since the meter on the first conversion factor is in the numerator and the meter in the second conversion factor is in the denominator, we can cancel them out. Now, using our calculator, we will get the result, which is 34 million as total. And 34 million can be transformed into scientific notation as 3.4 times 10 raised to 7 millimeters, which means that we moved the decimal point to the left by 7 times. Now let's have example number 2. We have convert 21 miles per hour to meters per second. Our conversion factors will be 1 mile is equal to 1,610 meters and 1 hour is equal to 3,600 seconds. One conversion factor for the distance, since mile can be directly converted to meter based from our table. Another conversion factor for time, since the conversion also involves conversion from hour to second. We will write our given as 21 miles over 1 hour. Beside that is the conversion factor, 1,610 meters over 1 mile. And then we can cancel the unit mile. And then to cancel the unit hour, from our given, we will write the second conversion factor, that is 1 hour over 3,600 seconds. And then we can cancel the unit hour. Using our calculator, the final answer will be 9.4 meters per second. Now let's have example number 3. We have convert 21 miles per hour squared to kilometer per hour squared. We will only have one conversion factor here, which is 1 mile is equal to 1.61 kilometers. That is because we do not need to convert the units for time, since both of them are expressed in hour. We write our given as 21 miles over 1 hour squared. Then we will multiply that by the conversion factor, 1.61 kilometers over 1 mile. Now we can cancel the unit mile. And using our calculator, we will be able to get the answer 34 kilometers per hour squared. We retain the unit hour squared since we did not convert the unit hour. That's all for our discussion of units and their conversion. See you in the next lesson, which is all about measurement.